He took everything, so I took what mattered most. They say blood is thicker than water. But when my parents handed over everything to my brother with a smug, "He deserves it," I realized something. Even blood can betray you. So I smiled, said nothing, and started plotting. Not out of anger, out of precision. You're not ready for what I did. My name is Elise, born into a wealthy British family with roots so deep. Even our roses came with titles. My older brother Charles was the golden boy cricket captain, Oxford educated, and the apple of my parents' ever-blind eyes. Me? I was the emotional artist, the one who painted portraits and wasted potential. When my parents passed, I wore black, sobbed at the funeral, and clutched the will with trembling fingers only to discover they'd left every estate, every pound, every painting to Charles. He deserves it, the lawyer read. He's the legacy. That night, I burned my last canvas and painted a new masterpiece with vengeance as my brush. I moved to London, changed my name, and started working as an interior designer. Not just any designer, I became the best. In 5 years, I built a client list so elite it made tabloids drool. But one client stood out. Lady Evelyn Cormack, heiress to a billion-dollar textile empire. And Charles' secret fiancé. Plot twist, right? I didn't just take her as a client, I became her best friend. Planned her wedding. Redesigned the estate where they'd live. She shared everything with me, especially how controlling Charles was becoming. How he scoffed at her dreams. How he wanted her to sign a prenup. Perfect. 1 month before the wedding, I accidentally showed her an anonymous blog filled with secrets. Secrets about Charles. Financial abuse. Old affairs. Lies stacked on lies. She called off the wedding. Publicly. On the steps of St. George's Cathedral, in front of the press, she screamed, "I refuse to marry a man who treats women like property." And the best part? She gave me the interior design contract for all her new properties. And named me co-founder of her Women's Empowerment Foundation. Charles lost the money, the reputation, the empire. But that wasn't the twist. 3 months later, I published a memoir titled The Forgotten Daughter, anonymously, of course. It became a bestseller. In it, I told the story of a girl betrayed by family, who rose quietly and brought down her enemies with art, class, and a touch of venom. Charles never knew I wrote it, but I made sure he got a signed copy. They took my inheritance, so I took back my worth and then some. Don't just sit and watch life happen. Rewrite the script. Paint your revenge. If that twist hit you like a punch to the gut, hit subscribe and join me for more jaw-dropping stories every day. This is Cold Revenge, where karma's got a name, and revenge is always served hot.